Alright, there we go. Hello, so, Charles, if you may introduce your character. Well, like,
Uh,
it's everything set up. Nothing
my
too crazy.
character's Ouranos. Uh, yeah,
I mean, that's fair.
I don't know too much. I really don't have that much written for him. I was being told that I would get all the information this session.
Yes, he has taken the role of the Trailblazer, the main character, if you will.
That's why my character's Ouranos,
Oh!
named Ouranos.
That,
It
yeah,
was
yeah, that
Lala.
was totally the purpose. Loop song.
I guess he's two-weapon fighting. He like his skill allows him to transfer HP from attacks. He's kind of like a vampire in a game.
You're also of the preservation class.
Yes, preservation class.
Okay, what?
We have it.
Why is that? Why?
Why did you go through the chat?
I mean,
Yes,
that's
elemented path. Let's um wind, air, right? Whatever.
yeah, you are the wind element.
Wind and preservation.
Yeah,
Very much high constitution.
very cool. With that,
Mhm.
I shall share the screen so Nathan has something to look at while we do this, and I shall begin.
Chat, can we get an F in the chat?
Because Nathan is also here, and I'd rather him not just, you know, have
Mhm.
nothing to look at. There we go.
Yay. I'm here.
And now, oh yeah, reminder, Charles, if at any time you have something you would like to ask or something to say in character, you may interrupt me because I am kind of following a script. So
Right.
if I start going off on too much and you want to say something, just like shut me up or something. All right,
Mhm.
now we may begin.
Yeah.
Limbo, a location found between the recesses of life and death, where those unable to pass on are found stuck in. There are many that have been forced to make Limbo their permanent home. However, there is only one truly important to our story. Following the Destiny Slave script, this intrepid individual was brought to Limbo. Stripped of free will in this barren land, all he can do is enjoy sweet memories of the past. Unfortunately, due to the nature of how he arrived in Limbo, these memories are left like a shattered mirror, leaving past companions to look like fading shadows. I'm sure for those curious enough, you wish to see how these memories play out. So why don't we take a look at one that is undergoing right now? We set our stage on a battlefield that caused the eventual demise of a planet's society. A light drizzle persists, causing the soft ground below the waves of soldiers that assault our protagonist to slightly give way. Four other figures can be seen, dealing with their own small groups of soldiers. Our protagonist knows these figures are allies of long past, but unfortunately, dealing with what is in front of him comes first. So, we may now initiate combat right away after I change the song, after I figure out how to stop this.
Yes. Yes, God.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Am I connected? Okay, there you go.
So while I'm doing this, if it wasn't clear, the background is portraying Limbo. Not
Limbo.
entirely a very good showing of it because I didn't put much time into it. But you know,
Limbo. Lust. All gone. With gluttony soon to follow.
your kind know nothing but
But
hunger.
hunger. That's when Gabriel Ultra killed.
All right, so yeah, we may now initiate combat. If you will, roll initiative.
Okay, I guess do I do it dice rolling thought, or you trust me with my own dice?
I will trust you with your own dice.
Okay. It's a d20.
In which I will also be rolling in the background.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a d20. Okay, 17.
17? Very well.
Yeah, 2 initiative.
Okay. Oh my god, okay. Now I may use the battle log channel, yay! Turn order? I should have set this up beforehand.
Yeah.
Oops! Hello there. You got a 17, correct?
Yes, 17.
Okay. I'm really bad at spelling that, apparently.
It's okay.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely should have set this up beforehand. I don't know why I didn't. Trust me, I'm a professional. I know what I'm doing.
Do you?
Yes, yes I do. That's why I said I'm a professional. I didn't loop it. I didn't loop it. No, no. I didn't loop it. Leave. Get that out of.
Oh,
That's for
hold
later.
on, folks.
I didn't loop it.
Quick intermission.
Oh my god. Okay.
Chat, this isn't funny.
My god. Oh. Oh, I swear I'll do better. I swear. I'm just rusty. Not to mention, I'm also implementing an entire new turn order system. Okay. There we go. Much better. Okay. So yeah, there we go. Turn order.
You
So
did it.
yeah.
Oh my god. They got a 19 and 20.
Yep.
What the heck?
Yep.
At least one of the dice.
That's what I thought as well. I was like, oh, those rolls are crazy.
Let's hope that's the only good rolls you have tonight. Actually, no. Half good, half bad, so that it's interesting.
Okay, anyways, so one of them is going to attack you with a bow. Another one
Okay.
is going to go right on next to you and attack you with a sword. So I shall be rolling for those.
Oh yeah, what do these enemies look like? Describe to me what they look like and which one's shooting at me.
I mean, these are pretty like generic like guards.
Fantasy guards, like
yeah, like fantasy guards.
leather armor, a simple bow.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not like entirely high tech. You guys there are a lot more complex looking than these guys. These guys are just like kind of just low paying guards. What you would see being sent to the front lines and all that. Nothing too crazy. Okay, does a 15 or a 14 hit?
Oh, 14? No.
Okay. Does the 15 hit?
That's a contest.
That is a contest. And then we may do that.
Roll, yeah.
I got a 16.
I got a 9. No.
Okay, so it does hit.
It does it.
What's your HP at, by the way?
14.
14.
from
Okay.
level 1.
Like genuinely like a random question. I was just curious.
You should have my character sheet.
How
That's
does
not good.
7 damage sound?
I'm not half HP now. But don't worry, guys. Once I attack, my ability kicks in, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and that is indeed actually what you're going to do because it's your turn.
Good, good, good. I can only attack like once at level 1, so that's what we're gonna do.
Oh yeah, something
Uh,
I also forgot to do again. You may have half energy right now. You are
okay.
starting at half energy, so I
What?
believe 6.
6. Okay. Got it. Would it? Do I? I can't go into. Okay. I can't ult.
No, but it gives you a nice head start.
Yeah. Okay.
That is the purpose for
So
it.
roll hit. There's a 15 hit.
No.
What? That's
Yeah,
crazy. They're mine.
that is.
Okay then.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Uh,
I
well
assure
then.
you, these enemies are of level.
Huh. Um. Well then. I don't
Uh,
know what else to make it.
is that all?
Yeah, that's awful.
Oh well, that's a shame. Well, another one is going to go up to hit you then.
Yeah,
Number
I
3.
know. I don't want to hear it from you. I think he's good.
How does an
Okay.
8 hit?
No.
Oh, that is my strongest soldier right there, getting an 8. Anyways, we're gonna go at the
August.
top of turn order.
And then I have a +5 to hit. That was a 10 I rolled.
Yeah, I know. Oh, does an 11 does an 11 or a 20 hit?
Well, the 20 hits. I can't do too much about that.
Um. Oh no.
I might be cooked.
What is going on?
He's gonna do 7 more damage. I'm gonna die. It's the same exact enemy. I know this.
Okay, 3 damage. It was 3
Cool.
damage. What is
All
going
right, yeah.
on?
Okay, it's my turn again.
Oh yeah, right. So
Okay,
you've been
there
hit.
we go.
What did you get?
17 plus 5. So,
Okay,
well,
yeah, that
quite
definitely
good.
hits. Also, you've been hit twice, so you have 2 extra energy, so you should be at 8. So like every single time you take a hit, you
Okay,
gain an energy.
got it.
To keep in mind for the future.
And
Because
then
you
I'll do
decided
my
to not read any of the documents I provided.
yeah problem.
Yeah.
um, 7. Those were both ones. My damage.
Um. You may re-roll the ones for the sake of, you know, actually getting stuff done. You may re-roll the ones.
Okay,
Say
a 4 and a 3. So there you go. It was 14 damage instead.
14 damage. Okay, so
Yeah.
first of all, you have indeed
No wait,
killed
12
the
damage.
one you were.
Take 2 away from. Yeah. So
You have indeed killed the one that you were targeting, though.
okay. I'll say that was the one that was hitting me. If they're the same person.
The one that has been hitting you has been the guy in the background hitting you with a bow. So,
Okay,
unfortunately,
never mind.
no.
One of the frontliners, epic stick dodge out of both of them. I just have 2 arrows in my body. I'm still
Yeah.
moving, and I drag one of the scythes through them, cutting them, killing them.
Yeah. A
And then I
nice
turn to them.
cut, and you just kind of cut through that guy's armor like butter.
Finally, I landed a hit. The 2 arrow shots. The arrow shot first one that knocked me off balance. I wasn't expecting
Okay.
it.
How much was the... It was 50%, yes? Okay, so
Yes,
you now
50%.
have 6 temporary HP.
Yes.
So congratulations. He's now doing it.
There we go.
Oh
Now I
yeah,
have back up
how
to
does
10
that
HP.
look? Your shield. How would you
My what?
describe it? Your shield.
Okay.
Since you're
My shield?
basically
Yeah.
getting a shield around you for your talent.
It's a grouping of clouds, basically. If someone tried to like hit through it, they would have to basically hit through ice and wind before they could get to me. And it slowly digs down as the damage piles up on it. But it can
Yeah.
keep but you can keep adding to the HP of it. So like the clouds get denser, the wind gets denser.
Yeah,
And it
yeah.
kind of distorts light in the same sense as the heat. Like, on a summer's day.
Yeah.
Oh, does temp HP not work like that? It can't stack from the same source.
I
This is up to Ryan.
um I think for now you shouldn't have to worry about it.
Okay.
I think I didn't change anything about it because I felt it would be kind of balanced that way.
Okay. I mean, just like, I guess it's a shield, but it is just temp HP. You could just go through it.
Yeah. If it becomes a problem, then I'll put a limit on it in the future.
Yeah.
But as of now,
Like maybe double my current HP or whatever.
yeah. Anyways, that is one of the guys down.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, yeah, you only have to worry about 2 attacks coming at you now. One
And I
of
still
them
have
from a
HP.
sword guy, and one coming from the bow guy in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go, finally. Does a 6 or a 13 hit?
Neither hit.
Okay, cool, it's your turn again.
Cool. I'm gonna attack the sword guy again.
You may do so.
He has a 16 hit.
Yes, it does.
So wait, when I
Actually,
asked
no,
15,
it is a tie.
is
It
it?
is a tie.
Yeah. So I was like, wait a
Apologies.
second.
I forgot.
So it was the 15th the contest, or is this the contest?
This is the contest. I
Okay.
forgot that it was 16, not 15. I was
13.
a little off. Anyways, watch this. Oh,
You're gonna
watch
get
this.
nat 20.
Watch this nat 20. Take a while. The
Yeah, like
application
it's
did not respond. What do you mean?
it was too high.
Oh, there we go.
Fine.
I got a 5.
Okay, so that's again after the attacks. Now he's moved in, and it was a brief scuffle. Like the slides clashed against his sword, breaking the sword, and now he's moving in for the attack. It was obviously a low quality sword
Yeah.
for damage. Now we
These are
do
very
damage.
much. You would know these are very expendable
Like
soldiers.
it was rusted sword kind of a thing.
Yeah.
14
14,
again.
that is indeed a kill. Once again. Once again, slicing through the very shoddily made armor like butter.
And now we add the same amount of HP.
Yep.
Half, which is 7, right?
Yep. You get 7 temp HP.
Cool.
Okay, so first of all.
So that is how that. Yeah, that's cool. I am basically back to full HP. Actually, more than that.
Okay.
There you go. My abilities working. There you go.
Yeah.
I just need to keep hitting. Pluses, I need to keep attacking.
Yeah.
And also, it can also again be transferred to other allies, or basically anyone I want it to go to.
Yeah. I believe it's 60 feet and you can see them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. 60 feet and you can see them.
I have not used my skill. I haven't been attacked yet, so I'm only at 8, right? I haven't been attacked since, so I'm only at 8 still, right?
At 8 for what?
For my ult, I think, or skill. Oh, additional damage. Wait, yeah, Ouranos does a melee attack on a nearby target. If it hits, roll an additional damage die for the attack.
Oh yeah, I forgot you
Right.
kind of had that. But you've also
So
just... Have you been doing that?
No, I haven't. But what that means is I can attack other people. Right? I should have on the first attack against the other guy. I've rolled an additional damage die on the guy next to me, so another d6.
Well, I guess at that point I would say you have your. I think you do just have your. I guess you would have 10, but I mean, you killed some guys, so let's just say you got extra energy for the sake of it. So you can have ult. There you
Okay,
go.
back
Happy
down to 0.
birthday. So yeah,
Yeah,
use your skill as much as you'd like. I am not
yeah.
keeping track
I forgot
of.
I.
I'm not keeping track of skill points for these session zeros.
Deals additional damage equal to his con. Additional
Blast as
allies.
much as you'd like.
Yeah, right. So basically, I take less damage in my ult for 3
You
turns.
take less damage and you deal a little more damage.
Yeah.
You deal. I don't know how much your con bonus is.
It's 2. No, 4.
4, so yeah, you'll deal 4 more damage.
Got it. Now I guess the bow guy will attack, and then I'll run up to him if he's within 30 feet.
Well, unfortunately, as you
If
kill
he's.
that other guy, one more guy from the sidelines joins in. So there is 2 more that you must kill still. So before it was 3, you killed 2. 1 more joined. Got
Okay.
Got 2 now.
Is it another sword guy that I
It
have
is
to deal
another
with?
sword guy.
He's running towards me.
Yes. But
He's
there,
phased in.
I'd say it's kind of like an active battlefield going on.
I'm carving. Okay, so there's an archer, but I carved out those two guys, and now
Yeah.
he's noticed me. He's coming in.
Yeah, the guy saw 2 people fall and was like, okay, it's my turn to jump in over here, basically.
Yeah, no, thank you, chat, Mr. Atonicus.
Thank you, chat.
Where would I be without the schizophrenia?
Oh, okay, well that's a nat 1. So I'm gonna say the guy rushing in kind
He's
of
a
just
total noob.
he trips and falls into the like this mud right in front of you. No damage, but now he's prone. So
Prone and humiliated. Just,
the bow guy though is gonna shoot yet another
yeah.
well-placed shot.
He's gonna get a nat 20 because this guy's like the goated archer of this battle. He should
This
not
guy-
be fighting me.
I don't know why this guy's going crazy. It's honestly
I just don't have the AC yet. I need to. I'm literally running rogue, so it makes sense.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Even then, I can't dodge arrows yet, so it doesn't matter. I still have 10 HP, and there's a health pack right there on the ground below me.
So that will
That's how
be
enemies-
dealing 4 damage.
4 damage to me.
Additionally, you can use your ult whenever you want.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm still in ult mode. Or no, I didn't activate it yet. No.
Yeah, ult. You know how legendary's action, blah, blah, blah. Legendary actions work, correct? So like,
Yeah.
someone attacks the monster,
Mhm.
uses the legendary
Right.
action.
Right.
Your ultimate is your legendary action.
Right. So yeah, I'll do that now so we could demonstrate it.
Yeah.
So it activates and raises storm. We didn't really have describe here what it looks like, but the wind around me, the clouds, they get faster. They move. It's more of a state of frenzy. It's more blurred for everyone outside of it, but it's completely clear on the inside.
I see.
So deals additional damage equal to his con, and then damage reduction equal to my con. So half of Ouranos con. So
Yeah.
two minus that damage that came in.
So you would take 2 damage because it was 4
Yes.
damage originally.
the arrow goes through and then like cuts part of his arm,
Yeah.
and it lands behind him. And I guess he'll attack the enemy that's prone on the ground.
Yep, it is indeed your turn. So I believe how prone works is you have advantage on
Yes.
the roll.
Good, because I just rolled a 2.
Hmm.
There we go. That's a nice one. Okay, 24. I got a 19.
Yeah, I mean that hits. Suddenly this
wish-
guy gets 25 AC for some reason.
Then I landed black flag. Okay. And then I add my con to it, so
Yes,
9.
indeed you do.
That was in the wrong. That was not in the dice rolling chat. I'm gonna.
Additionally, you didn't roll another
Another
die.
die.
You
Right.
kill, but it could have been more.
There you go.
Okay, I think I
Okay.
know how to limit it. It's based off of how much damage you actually deal. So if you overkill, then you don't get that. But not right now.
Yeah.
That's for a after session thing.
Yeah. Anyway, 25 damage. So
25, yeah. Because because you overkilled, that's
yeah.
25 temp HP you would be getting. So
Yeah.
I
So
think
what's how much HP do I get?
um you would be getting 11.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. 25. I get 25 temp HP total, but 20. I should just do that. Yeah. 44.
Okay. Now there is just the bow guy.
Mm-hmm.
I
Okay.
think the soldiers that would have jumped in after that guy fell saw that and was like, actually, I think I'll pass,
Mm-hmm.
and went to the other people.
Yeah.
By the way, you look around, it's not going good for the soldiers on those ends as well. It is kind of a
Mm.
slaughter on all sides.
Just a momentary compromise, and now I'm gonna go attack the bow guy. He's gonna regret doing damage to me.
Well, he is actually going to attack.
Oh, he's good. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I thought he
Unless
attacked.
you would like to roll intimidation. That is something you
Sure.
may
Yeah.
do.
I mean, I, I have advantage. Not advantage. I have proficiency in it. Yeah, it makes sense too. I'm literally
Yeah.
cutting people up and becoming this wall of dense clouds and ice and whatever.
Yeah.
Everything the sky does that's scary. Lightning.
Everything this guy does, that's scary.
Yes. Does a 14 work?
Yeah, I'd say worse.
Okay.
Like
Yeah,
I kind of
he's
just
this
like you
cuts a piece of body on the ground. Also, the other two other guys who's been almost bisected.
yeah, like I'd say like as you finally get to put your focus on him, you see that he's like absolutely shaking from the
Hmm.
sight beforehand, and then you just added onto it, so he just drops his bow and runs, trips a few times, gets
And
back
then
up,
kills
starts
gives
running
eyes to
again.
another person.
Yeah. And
Amazing.
that will be the
The
end
end
of
of combat.
combat.
Amazing. What
If
happens
you
now?
have any cool quips, you may do so.
Uh, no, I don't have. I'm still working on. That's what I'll say. I'm still working on it.
Oh, I am like way too far down. There we go. Much better.
As we're
Anyways,
not in combat
time to
anymore,
cut to the end. Yes, we are no longer in combat.
so no more combat music, right?
Yeah, I'm working on that. Don't worry. Don't you
That was
worry.
it. That was my entire session, guys. It was one combat scene to show off my skills, and I'm not gonna have any context for how I got to the actual story.
Yeah, don't worry. I didn't spend all that time between to just give you one combat.
Yeah, so super fun proof of concept, and that's it.
Does that work? Okay. It does indeed.
Yes, calming as I stand in this battlefield, just watching people die left and right.
I'd say it's pretty calming.
I mean, is my side winning?
Oh yeah, I'd say like a few moments after you finish, everyone else kind of just like starts finishing.
Hmm.
A few more
And
guards
the
here or there.
and then the enemy starts retreating once they realize, like, the guard breaks.
Yeah.
Once they realize it's just a slaughter if they keep going.
Oh my god. Oh, sorry. Anyways, Despite the rain and the disadvantage in numbers, our protagonist and his oh my god.
Comrades, like the Soviet Union.
Yeah, that's totally what I meant. Our protagonist and his companions prevail. Due to shattered memories, shadows obscure the faces of the people that one by one approach him. Despite this, though, some key information can be ascertained. A tall, womanly figure in strangely formal attire for the occasion steps up first. You've done well, young one. I knew I was right in bringing you along.
Thank you. I knew I could do good.
Next, a shorter, much louder female figure appears. Hey, I worked hard too. Don't worry, you did great too. This is his first mission with us, so I felt he was most worthy of praise first.
Thank you
Anything?
again.
A tall figure with a shattered halo and several burn marks walks up next. I suppose I was quick to judge your abilities. You have done well.
That's high praise coming from you.
Finally, a large figure in full battle armor joins in, and simply just gives a thumbs up.
Nod back to him.
After some more conversation, the group moves on to their next task. Wait, sorry, Go.
God.
I love ADHD. It's so good when I want to read things out loud. After some more conversation, the group moves on to their next task on the planet. However, the memory slowly fades away, leaving a mote of silence as yet another memory fades in. This time, the mood is much more dire due to an ambush from the Annihilation Gang, causing a less than ideal scenario for our now smaller group, in which we are once again initiating combat. You would never believe it.
Alright, rolling for initiative. Ooh, that's a 6.
Oh no. I mean,
I wish I did shallow roll that.
I mean, I guess it was indeed
An ambush.
an
I want to
ambush
be
then.
prepared. Mhm.
And we have that.
I'm assuming it's a rest because, you know, he said that we
Yeah,
phase in between.
you essentially do a full rest.
Cool. So back to full HP.
This is
I don't keep any of my tap HP.
nope. This is
I take
essentially
rage.
a new day for you.
Mhm.
Thank you, Nathan, for being the what's a good word? I guess just a supporter in the background, asking the good questions back there.
Thank you, chat.
Thank you, chat.
Chat, can we get an O and F for the guy that went prone in front of me?
It was honestly hilarious, and I'm kind of glad I rolled that not one there.
I can't believe I got praise for that. That was like taking candy from a baby. That wasn't impressive at all.
It's like taking candy from a baby.
The ultimate life form. Not yet, anyway.
So this time, instead of normal guards, I guess I should pull up a picture of what some of the Annihilation Gang actually looks like, because
Such a corny name, Annihilation.
It is kind of corny, but it's also like, you don't want to be stuck by these guys. Not the Annihilation Gang. Sorry, that's another faction. What are these guys?
Oh my gosh.
It's that's why it's corny. Right. God, what are these things called? Nathan, you know, right? No,
yes,
it's not the Annihilation Gang. God, what are these things called?
Oh,
I'm like, it's because it's not really said too much. Oh my god. Give me a second.
So people in the recording in the far future, I'm assuming this is being recorded. I want you
Yeah.
to comment. If this is on a YouTube channel or wherever, comment and talk about if you see this moment. Talk about how bad he is at remembering information because this happens not too often, but
Yeah, it doesn't
you know,
happen too often.
happens
It's just
enough.
like,
Happens enough that
I
it's more common than you think.
haven't fought against these guys in so long.
It's the Antimatter Legion.
The Antimatter Legion, yes.
Thank you, Beyond the Void, Antonakis.
They're like
Or
so
Thanatos.
similar, I'm gonna be so honest. They're both of the destruction. So like
They should be more prepared.
I like genuinely thought it was the Annihilation Gang before going into this just because I forgot.
Hmm.
I guess I'll just put it in general. Okay, where is it? Downloads. They look like this.
Oh, that's just
Yeah. They look like
okay, I get
these.
it.
Yeah.
Like they like star background on their blades or whatever.
Yeah.
Metal.
They're kind of like
That's antimatter
synthetic.
and whatever. I mean.
They're synthetic life forms, kind of. But yeah, so there's guys like that with swords, and then there's ones with bows and whatnot. Finally, I can. God, that took so long. I am so sorry.
Anyway, reset up the battlefield so we can get back into the sea.
I'm not doing that.
Okay.
Something ambush, not from the Annihilation Gang, from the Antimatter Legion.
And what's the environment we're in? Is it like a camp?
I'd say
Or
it's kind
are we
of
on,
like
a train,
it's
like a
kinda-
caravan kind of a thing?
it's kind of like a barren area. Like you guys are kind of like on a path, you know?
Forested, plains, desert.
I'd say like near, like in a plains, kind of like in the distance you can see like a big city where you guys were, you know, trying to go to. But you guys kind of just got jumped. So
Okay.
that's obviously not
We're
happening
on a path
right
in the
now.
plains on our way to a city.
Yeah. Thank you, Nathan. The ones with bows are called tramplers, and the ones with swords are called reavers. Thank you.
That's good to know.
I appreciate it. So we have the battle log, in which I am now going to update again.
Right. Now you remember I got 6.
That is very unfortunate.
No, you need
I
to help
will
me,
say.
Nathan. If you need to help anything, help me. I haven't played these games before.
That is very true.
Roll bet. No. You do it then, pussy.
Not that
It's the
one.
lore. It's the lore. How long does it take?
I'm
There you go.
I'm
Oh, I see. You're editing.
yeah,
it. Okay.
I'm changing the turn order for everything. That's why it's
So-
taking so long.
Is the group I was with before the same one I have now?
Kind of. It just kind of happened to be that way, I'm going to be honest. Or no, sorry. I thought you were talking about the grouping of the enemies.
No.
Currently
The-
it is
the
now just
allies.
it is the tall woman and the tall man with the broken
Okay.
halo.
Good.
So it's just 2 of them, which makes it a lot worse cuz, you know,
There's no context where the others are. Got it.
Nathan in the background. Oh my god. Immediately just my bad. Anyways, yes, we begin combat. So
Okay.
I'd say the guy with the 5 is a bow guy now. So you got 2 guys
Mhm.
jumping you right at the beginning.
Right.
2
The
sword
Reavers.
guys. The Reavers.
The Reavers.
The Grim Reaver. Okay, does a 19 hit?
Yes. Sadly.
I'm not gonna ask about the other one because that's an 11. I know that doesn't hit. I know for a fact that does not hit.
I blocked the other one, but then the other one comes and stabs me in my side.
Yeah.
That's how it's described.
4 damage.
4 damage. Got it.
You may also have 6 energy again.
Yes, babe.
Simply
I get 7 now.
because I don't think you would live this encounter. Yes,
7.
it would be 7.
Okay. Not 67, 30.
Okay. 67.
67.
I love when I do that. It's like, no, I don't want 25. I want 5.
I want 5. I'm replacing the 2 with the 5, please.
All right.
Yeah.
So now it is your turn.
Got it. I'm
With your 6.
attacking. I like push off the one I was blocking so I can swing further.
Yeah.
The one that was attacking me. I'm assuming that's the 18 one.
Yeah.
Does an 18 hit?
Yes, it does.
Cool. We're doing it. I'm gonna roll the dice rolling chat this time.
And are you gonna say that you're using your skills so you
Yes.
do 3?
Yes, I do a d6, I think,
Yeah, it is an extra d6.
to the other guy.
3d6.
There's no or it says a melee attack on nearby target if it hits one additional. Okay, never mind. I missed with that. So yeah, 3d6. 16 damage.
Hi. Sorry about that. Yes, 16. That does indeed kill. Good job.
So it's I like to describe it. Pushes off the other guy. Pushes off the other guy. The guy who stabbed him, like moves around him, and delivers like three blows with the scythe. 3 cuts along his like sword arm. Get it, kind of.
Yeah, they have like sword arm. It's not exactly sword arms. I looked at it. It's like attached to the side of the
Right.
arm. So like they still have hands.
Yeah. Okay, it's like one attack to the hand, the other to the leg, and the other to the side to debilitate him as much as possible. If he's not already dead.
You just kind of slice him into pieces.
And then I gain 16, so 8 HP back.
Yep. Wonderful. So.
And now the bow, the trampler.
Well, we are going to also immediately have another guy jump in.
Oh, you realize no. Is it another bow or another
It is.
averager?
It is another sword guy.
Got it.
Okay.
And they're going now.
Sorry, I'm having to like sift through a bunch of different initiatives for this. I'm having to hand pick the initiatives for this. So okay, now we're gonna have the bow guy go. The bow go.
Bogo. Bogus. But more like it.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I mean, at this point, it'll be the next 3 guys, so I'm just gonna roll for all 3.
Yeah, just roll.
Guys.
Just roll for all 3 of them.
Okay, does a 17 or a 19 hit?
Both hit.
Okay.
Both hit.
Very well.
I'm gonna die right now. 18 damage.
I mean, that's. I would like to affirm you that is not physically possible.
Cool.
Okay, that is 9 damage in total.
Cool. No more temp HP.
I will assure you, even with like massive manipulation of rolls, that is not possible.
Got it.
I would get very close, but I still wouldn't kill you. So good job. You're doing it.
Okay. And now I attack again.
Yes.
The.
It is your turn.
So there's still 3 people? Is it now the 4th one?
So basically, you cut down one, another one took its place, like right after.
Let's see.
Kind of just
What
like
is it?
jumped down from a place that you weren't paying attention.
So when you get attacked, let's just say no damage. It's like the gale force winds around you, stopping the blade. Yeah, it's kind of like that. The winds stop it, or they block the side of the attacker, so they just miss entirely. But
Yeah.
the winds still take all the damage.
You're basically using them to divert attacks.
Hmm. There's no physical barrier. It's just either pushing other blade away, or they can't see me, so they miss.
Yeah, so attacking is kind of just causing this perpetual motion machine with the winds, essentially.
Mhm. Right.
Cool.
And his fighting style is very much doing flips and that kind of stuff to keep moving. Acrobatics.
Yeah. Actually, after every single attack, I'd like you to make an acrobatics check.
No.
And if you fail, you trip and go prone immediately.
Okay,
I mean, Nathan's whole thing is tied behind performance, so
right, but
I'm not
you
going to
see,
do
that's
that
not
for other
cool.
people. I'm not going to do that for other people. Nathan chose his path.
Yeah, I did choose that when I made the character. But yeah, that's just his fighting style. He's doing flips. He's very active in his movement. It's just they
He-
catch him when he's on the ground.
He is treating it as a dance,
Mhm.
basically.
It's like the wind dancing around a person.
I can't believe it. It's the dancers from Dark Souls 3, I think.
The dancer, you're right, yes.
Okay, I thought it was multiple.
Is
Yeah,
how
it
am I
is just
attacking?
one. It is, yes. It is indeed your turn.
Got it. I'll attack against the guy that's still alive. Oh. Let's see, what
Uh-oh.
do I have? There's a 17 hit.
Yes,
Amazing.
it does indeed hit.
Do the damage again.
You've been keeping track of your energy, right?
Yes, I have
Okay, good
8.
job.
No, 9.
I think you should have... Okay, so you started with 6.
Sorry, it was 6. I took one attack so far, and I took 2 more, so I'm at 9.
You're at 9. You do also get energy for using attacks.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Then
skills. So when you attack an
11 then.
enemy, you get 1. When you use a skill, you get 2.
Okay. Oh.
You would
So
know
I
that
have-
if you read the document I made, but I think that fits the character where you just kind of
So let's see,
Go on
2 plus the 3 that I have, so 5.
you would have either
11.
10 or 11 right now.
Yeah, I have 11, and this is gonna put me over to 13. So this attack, 15 damage.
Cool. You
And
cut them down once again.
7 HP. Or if it doesn't, if half, do I round up?
I believe I did state it is rounded up. If applicable, round up, I believe I said.
Yes. Okay, so 8 HP.
Did I
10
not?
HP.
Oh my god, that is...
Yeah.
I didn't. Of all the things, it's round up. I did it for everything except that, apparently. I will change
Yes.
that now, I guess.
And now I have 13 energy, so I'll just pop the zone. I'll do it on the first attack that hits me, so it's legendary action.
I mean, you can do it right now if you want.
Uh,
Like, literally, like, the only time you can't do it is when, like, damage is being rolled or something.
okay. So yeah, I'll go into the zone now. Ultimate.
Into the zone. He's popping ult. He's popping ult.
Big popping ult. Maximum pulse.
Push mid. Push mid.
Back down to 1 energy.
Why are those broken? They're not...
And
There we go. That was weird.
okay. So now so I'm in my state again. Yippee. Okay, now roll. Oh gosh, 4 damage dice against me. I mean, you're rolling 4 damage dice again. No, wait, did I kill the guy? I did 15 damage to him. Like the total 31 damage to him.
Yeah, you did indeed just, like,
Okay.
kill him. You did just kind of slice them in half or whatever you wish to do with these guys.
It was another dance. I dance around their blades and slice come together, cuts them in half.
Not even human.
Not even scrap.
Alright.
Is this what
Is this what I lost to? So, yeah. You now have ult up. There's 2 guys.
Right.
I shall take one of the guys out of turn order.
Mhm.
I didn't mean to leave that opening right there. Problem solved. Alright, so now you are going to be attacked twice by 2 separate guys.
Yes, bow and
Ranged attack and melee attack. There's no way I got another nat 1.
My
So,
lucky
first of
day.
all, does an 8 hit? Second
No.
of all, how does a nat 1 sound?
Which one? Where did the nat one come from? I want to know.
I would
The
like
bow
to
or the-
say is the bow guy shooting the other guy. I'd say you kind of like expertly dodge out of the way.
I dodge it
And-
away. As the guy tracks, he shoots and doesn't realize that he's tracking towards the other guy. And
Yeah.
hits that guy.
Just kind of like, hey, why'd you shoot me, man? The guy was like right there. I'd say it shoots at like the heart area, or at least where you would assume would be a heart on these creatures.
A core or whatever.
Yeah. Now it is your turn again. A wonderful.
How damaged does the look from the bow at the arrow?
I'm gonna be so honest.
Can't tell.
It won't matter since you guys have been. You guys, you. Sorry, my brain is still used to the previous campaign. You have been cutting these down in just one shot, so like, the damage
Oh, okay.
doesn't entirely matter.
And then we'll roll again for this guy.
Presumably,
In front of me.
your character's like, oh, I
Oh.
can use this as a.
You know how we
means
talked
to
about doing
prove
damage?
easier.
I don't want to
Okay,
cramp your style, but it was a nat 20.
a nat
20
20.
does 25 like?
Go on ahead, man. I've gotten 2 nat 1s in this already, so.
No, let's see. That's 66 then. Plus, is it a crit? Right? Or is it just 5d6?
I'm gonna say 5d6. You just double your original.
Okay.
It's kind of like you double it and then you tack on the extra one for the sake of balancing.
So 3d6 for the first one, plus 9, and then an extra 2d6, right? Plus the same 9 because I'm still in my zone ultimate. My ultimate.
You do not double the 9
Okay.
because it's the plus. You only double the attack rolls.
Okay. So just 2d. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, 2d6 is still 2d6. Like.
Yeah. I'm still killing this guy no matter what. There we go. 28 damage.
Yeah.
So basically, I set up. The arrow hits. He's really knocked off balance, and like an uppercut with the scythe, like actually splits him in two.
Yeah.
That's how deep and powerful it is. And then now on the other side, again, the archer. I guess can I intimidate?
I'm gonna say no. Actually,
No,
you know what?
okay.
You can try. You can try.
Okay. Oh,
For
that's
the-
nat 1.
Yeah, these things are showing absolutely no fear. You don't even know if they can feel fear at all,
Mhm.
actually.
Right. I kind of half-assed the intimidation.
these
I
things
did like
are-
trip after.
These things are basically like statues to you.
Mhm.
Insert PNG of guy talking to wall.
Insert the Cerberus statue from Ultra.
Seriously. Okay. Unfortunately, as you cut that guy down, yet another jumps into his place.
Amazing. Oh wait, that's a temp HP from that attack. How much do I get? 28. But that's overkill, no doubt.
6.
6, got
I
it.
declare. I didn't actually roll how much damage the arrow did to the guy, so
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say it dealt 5 damage, so 6.
that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, I am attacking again,
Mhm.
so I shall do that twice.
Right.
I don't want roll tag.
Roll check disadvantage.
Does a 17 hit or a 13?
Yes, it does. The 17 does hit.
The
13 does not.
17 hits? Okay. I thought so. I just wanted to like double check.
But I still am in my zone because it's 3 turns and this is like my first turn, right?
Yeah, I believe that is your first turn. I'm gonna say at this point it doesn't really matter. You're kind of just like cutting
Mhm.
these guys turn by turn.
Mm-hmm.
If you had extra action, this would go crazy.
Oh wait,
It
and
dealt 2
I'm
damage.
still getting my energy back. I'm still getting energy back, right?
Yeah, you are still getting energy.
So the crit was 2. So
Yeah.
3, and now I'm back up to 4. Got it.
So what if it dealt 2 damage?
So 1 HP. Got it.
Well, I mean, you have
Oh no,
ulti,
wait.
so
I'm also yeah, I'm reducing it even more. So I reduce it by my con bonus. So yeah, I don't take any damage.
yeah, you take no damage. Wonderful.
I'm assuming it was the arrow guy again, or is it the new guy?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's the arrow guy.
Yeah, the arrow just is completely off course.
Yeah.
It would have hit, but the wind knocking the
Yeah.
clouds and the
That's
lightning.
that's what I was
whatever,
thinking. Like the winds kind of like blow it off course enough where it kind of just like clinks off.
It's if normally it wouldn't, but they're sped up. They're more violent. It's like putting your hand in a hurricane. It's not good for you.
Yeah. So it is your turn again.
Amazing. I'll attack the guy who decided to jump in.
Yeah, it's another
Oh,
one
this
for the
is-
slaughter.
That's just a 15.
A 15 does not
I know.
hit.
Uh,
I'd say you two
I've-
like contest blades almost.
Right. It's not a full contest. He still has the advantage because I wasn't expecting him, but
A nice what are those? I guess action frame. What are
Mhm.
what are they called? Like the flash.
The impact frame or whatever.
And an impact frame happens between you two.
And
as
again,
the-
this
as
one
the
also
weapons
seems
clash.
maybe a little bit more skilled than the other ones. You know, while I'm
Yeah.
dancing around, it's actually managing to block me. Also, the arrow guy did help.
Yeah. Okay, does a 12 or a 15 hit?
The 15 is the contest.
Very well.
Watch this nat 1, baby.
Watch this nat 1. That's a 4.
That's a 3.
I can't believe it.
I love my contest
Yet,
system.
yet another clash of blades, but unfortunately the sword guy is able to push through.
Yes. And he lands a clean hit across my ropes.
5 damage reduced by 2, correct?
5 damage reduced by 2, right?
So 3 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And it is now your turn again.
Got it. And then I'll go for the counter attack. Ooh, does a 19 hit?
Yeah, it definitely does.
Alright. I forget, do I add it's just the plus, right? For my ult. Equal to his combos, right? Yeah. So it's just the plus. 19.
Yeah, what
Dollar
he's talking about.
So that's 8 or 9 HP.
I mean,
That'd be
he
8.5.
just-
No, but like
how
HP
much?
back.
How much you get back? 11.
Yeah. 11. Okay.
And
then he's just
finally, yes, another guy jumps in. However, you notice there's not any more to jump in after this point. This is the final 2 that you need
Got
to
it.
take care of on your side. your group are essentially cutting down the final ambush.
Right.
An unfortunately large ambush, but nothing too crazy.
Mm-hmm. We can deal with it. So roll. Or is it my turn?
It is my turn
Right.
because you just attacked.
Mm-hmm.
How does a 20 sound?
Ooh, dirty 20? Yeah, that hits.
Dirty 20, yeah. Actually, it's a nat 20. I randomly made it a nat 20 because you said dirty 20. 6 damage, so 4.
4. Got it.
And then it's your turn again. And I will say this is your final turn with ult up.
Okay, yeah.
I will
Uh,
actually be keeping track of these things.
Oh, that's an 18.
Yeah, that hits. But yeah, I'll start actually like keeping track of these things
Mm-hmm.
once
Right,
actual
I will be as
sessions.
well.
I'm just letting you guys be cool, testing out what
Yeah.
your kits actually provide to you. Other than here's a wall of text.
20 damage.
Yep. Once again, slice through whatever you wish.
Yeah. It's again acrobatics, dodges the blade, pushes through.
And now there's just one guy left. The obnoxious
arrow
bow guy that has been just like shooting arrow after arrow.
So
every
10 HP
single
back?
time. 11.
11.
11 HP. I'm just gonna have a set HP for each guy. I am not rolling unique HPs for guys for these.
Okay.
It takes too much time.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna attack me with the bow.
True. That is indeed true. Watch this do nothing. That's a 9. Your turn.
Mm-hmm. I guess I'll run up really quickly.
I'd say like
Like
you even run up like during the shot, just kind of like
Mhm.
a super cool.
I run up
flip
through the shot
over
and
the
it's a
shot.
9. Yeah. And I have to say, like, the cloud stuff is not just like a bubble around me like you would think shield is. It's like skin level.
Yeah.
So you can still see him moving. But it's really difficult.
May your final strike strike true.
What's the where I get a nat 1 and hurt myself? Nope, that's a 3, that's an 8.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess the bow guy is just gonna like pull out a knife.
Yeah.
I thought that was just gonna be like it.
Yeah, me too. I was kinda hoping I was gonna get another
The
like
final struggle of this
14.
one guy. Okay, how does another 9 sound?
Oh. Again, easy dodge. In fact, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna cut off his arm with a knife on it. It's okay. Yeah, that's another 20.
Yeah, you
I'm not gonna watch it. I
honestly,
guess I will do.
honestly, you just killed a guy.
Yeah,
You
I was
you
gonna
may
see what was.
describe how you killed this final guy.
Yeah, I know. Like I said, I cut off his hands with a knife on it, and then a scythe across his chest diagonally from the right arm down, cutting in half,
Wonderful.
and the bow as well. Since I'm guessing it's either on his back or if it's on the ground, then no, the bow doesn't get cut.
I'd say it's kind of like quick sling on back.
Hmm. And then the damage is to 23. Yippee! It doesn't matter.
All right, now do you have any silly quips?
Well, I guess that was. I guess I blew them all over.
Wonderful.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
I liked
No.
it. I liked it. I wasn't gonna say it was bad.
Don't do this, okay?
That's the kind of joke that I would make as well, so I would be hypocritical. Alright. And now I sit in the background as I do the process of setting up the next song.
Right. Don't call me. I just killed Automatons, basically.
All right. Change the music. There we go. It was like super quiet because it's calm. After yet another successful combat, the group convenes together to why? I'm perfect during combat. The second I have to
Mhm.
read off of a script, my brain's like, "Aight, I'ma head out."
It's just the
After
way.
yet another successful combat, the group convenes together to continue their mission. Well, at least that is what I would say if fate were not so cruel. Why is the music so loud? Turn it down, please. I am trying to read. Thank you. The orchestra just like convening together in like this one
Like
moment.
a bad YouTube video where they have the music turned up all the way so you can't hear anything they're saying.
Yeah, seriously. In a moment of triumph, our protagonist unknowingly left himself open to a direct attack on the back. A clean strike from a weapon of the annihilation allows for a quick and lethal wound to be landed. Upon hearing the familiar sound of blade through flesh, our protagonist's allies finish all opposition within a moment's notice and pluck the root of the current problem. The tall woman props him up on her, while the tall man inspects the wound. Now that's a shame. I expected us to have a bit more time together than that.
Yes, man.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah. I mean, I'm dying, right?
Yeah.
Lethal wound.
I don't know. I just gotta make sure. To be honest, the two of us knew this was going to happen. Long before today, in fact. The
When
two figures. Oh, do you have something to say?
I know, no, you can go ahead.
Okay. The two figures then look at each other, only exchanging a silent nod before looking back at our protagonist. Let me take a drink for this one. It's a bit long. Listen, you're about to fall into a deep slumber. None of us know where you'll be taking, but you'll be safe. You'll see us again soon, but you may not remember who we are. Think of it like a second chance, giving you a much better life than what you had before this. See you soon, young one.
Thank you.
Consciousness starts to fade as the feeling of another blade enters his body. This time, however, instead of the cold touch of death being felt, the embrace of a mother's warmth permeates. Soul leaves body, leaving him in a state between life and death, thus sending him to how he is now in limbo. At times, he wonders how long this place has been his prison. Months, years, eons. Only those that once knew him could tell, as if they are even still alive at least. As if fate wanted to answer this question, however, something new occurs. Unfortunately, however, continuing this story shall be left to a later date, when four fates are ready to be entwined into one. And that ends the session.